Well, how y'all are this afternoon? It's your old buddy George Jones over here in Bergen at the range with my next installment of, hey, I got this old used gun. And the used gun that I have to show today and demonstrate is just a plain old single shot shotgun, I reckon you'd call it. This is the model 176 12 gauge Magnum, 3-inch chamber, full choke. It is the Sportsman's Long range, manufactured by Harrington Richardson in Garner, Massachusetts. And it is a 12 gauge, 3-inch Magnum shotgun, single shot shotgun. Nothing special about it other than a few little things. It's got a barrel on it. Well, it's not that long. It's not that long. It's that long. I measured it. It's 38 inches. I also put the cheap choke gauge in the end of it, which was dropping a dime down the barrel, and I can't reach it. I couldn't reach the dime with my little finger, which is about 3.5 to 3.25 inches long. So it has maximum choke restriction about right here. And of course, like most of these shotguns that are taper choked, you know, it's improved cylinder back about here. You know, it's modified or improved cylinder back in here. You know, and it ain't cylinder bore until it probably gets here. So there's a lot of choke restriction in the end of this gun. We're going to test fire this gun. I'm going to pattern it. I'm going to pattern it down there on a full-size B-21 police silhouette target, which is the target I got handy. Wonder why. And now I've done a little modification on this gun. Like with the 10 gauge, I took the steel slug out of it and replaced it with a lead slug of the same dimension, which put about another 1.25 pounds onto the overall weight of the gun, which assists a lot with the recoil. And this gun's got some. So I'm gonna cock her up here and point it out there and see if I can get her done without killing myself. Here we go. Whew! That there's a kicking gun right there. That gun will kick a little bit. Well, little, yeah. All right then, and of course, like a topper, it's got automatic ejector. Well, let's go down range right quick. Now let's see. I'd like to pattern it as well with standard police recoil grade, which is what they call low recoil, or it's a medium brass. 9-pellet double-aught buck, and I'm going to shoot at the head on that one and see how it actually patterns with buck. So this is low recoil buck. It's not the full blast 2 3/4 inch Magnum load, but it is 9-pellet double-aught buck. Let's take a shot right here and see what it does on the head and neck portion of the target. See what the pattern looks like. And the pattern is pretty tight. I can see it from here. All right, let's take her down there and take a look at it. Here we go. There's not a whole lot technically you can say about an H&R single shot shotgun. I'd like to go on a big long diatribe about it, but there's not that much to talk about. Other than the fact that that is a pretty good 25-yard pattern. If there was a turkey's head and neck somewhere in the middle of that pattern, he would be dead. We would have turkey for supper. If you could lure him in, this is 25 yards, you could probably, with a pattern like this, kill him at 35 or maybe even 40 yards. One pellet of a bigger shot would do it nicely, and a number 4 shot through his spinal cord would kill him nicely. Let's look at the double-aught buck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 3 or so through that one. So that pattern double-aught buck very nicely too. So if you could get a coyote lured in pretty close, you could take care of him pretty good with double aught buck. Well, that's a pretty good performing shotgun. That gun's no longer in production. They haven't been in production on that gun in quite some time. But if you find one for sale, say, you know, your local gun store, it's probably worth the investment. Or, you know, just to see your brother-in-law get his brains kicked out is probably worth the value of the gun. So, all right then, that's about the size of it. It's your buddy George Jones over here at the Bergen Gun Range with my latest installment on, hey, I got this old used gun, and shoots pretty good. Don't discount it. Single shot shotgun kills game all day long. You know, people go out and they buy a gun, they pay $1,000, $1,400, $1,500. I've seen guys pay $2,500, $2,800 for a shotgun, and they shoot it at one game animal, and that's it. You know, and their day is over. Well, boys, I'm gonna tell you something. A shotgun ain't nothing but a shell in a lock breech and a pipe. That's what it comes down to. You know, the shell is more important than the gun, just to tell you the truth. So, you know, people pay $10,000 sometimes for a shotgun, and it don't hunt and it don't kill game one little bit better than a $125 single shot. Something to think about. All right then, we'll see y'all. Have fun.